Windows. It's hot in here, man. They'll work later. Windows are on and off. I think it's the comfort relay under the dash. I know it has that fuse here, but that didn't do much either. Just the E36 things. All right, man. It's been like 10 minutes and these windows still ain't working. This is killing me. It's like 80 degrees outside and my windows don't work. And of course it has no AC. Oh God, I'm gonna die in this car. Anyways, filming that montage, that oil change montage, that sucked. It probably looked cool, but in terms of filming it, it was a pain in the ass. To start off, like to move the camera here, then move the camera over here, then move the camera over here, that was such a pain, and it made that 10-minute job turn into like 30. It's done, and I needed the oil change anyways, trying to get this car prepped for a track event. And this is actually my first time changing the oil on it. I've only driven it 1,000 miles. I mean, this cluster said 151 when I got the car, so I've driven it only 1,000 miles, but I mean, I have had it for quite a while, sat a while, needed the oil change anyways. It was pretty surprising in a weird way to see that there was a whole bunch of metal shavings in the oil. It was pretty bad. The oil drain was magnetic, and you can see there was a bunch of stuff stuck to it. And then even looking in the pan, it looked pretty bad in there. It looked pretty sparkly in there. So that sucks. I can't say I'm surprised. This engine, you know, it's out of ebony. It has 320,000 miles on it. It never had metal shavings in it whenever I changed the oil, so I don't know what the previous owner did in the short time that he had the engine, but that sucks. But here's what it is. If she dies, she dies. So I have good news and bad news. Good news is I'm registered for a track event tomorrow. My first drift event, I'm registered for it. Bad news is it was sold out in the first 42 minutes that it was posted. iTrackmotorsports posted the drift clinic, and I saw it at 8:42 when they posted at 8 o'clock that it's open, and I went to go register and it was already sold out. They put me on a waiting list. but I haven't heard anything about being past the waiting list. They say don't pay unless you're past the waiting list, and I don't have an option to pay yet. So I don't think, I might not be able to actually get in tomorrow, but just in case something changes in the last 24 hours, I need to get this car 100% ready. I have brand new tires now. I only have 2 sets of tires. I don't feel like I need that many tires since I'm going to be just learning. I'm not going to be linking the whole course in the first day. Maybe I will, maybe I'll get lucky, I don't know. But I don't expect to run through a whole bunch of tires my first event. And also, I badly need an alignment. You're probably wondering where my steering wheel airbag is, right? It just fell out. It was never screwed in, it was never plugged up. It just literally just fell out. I was driving one day, driving this car, and it just fell out. It's in the back seat somewhere. Oh, here it is. Yep. It was just in there, not doing anything, and it just whoop. So I'm on my way to see my boy Simon. Simon, he used to work at Global Tires, now he works at another shop. He's really good at aligning, especially when it comes to track cars, drift cars. Like, he's pretty well known around here for doing the alignments for a lot of performance cars and motorsport cars. And he does all the alignments for the E36 track guys, the E36 drift crew that you might have seen on the channel before. So since he does the alignment for all of them, I figured, you know, I might as well go to him and get an alignment too. So I'm on my way to see him. I set up an appointment and just gonna get an alignment. And then while it's in the air, we're gonna do one final bolt check and make sure everything else is tight. Make sure I didn't miss anything, because, you know, there's been a lot of weird stuff with this car. Even now, to the point where my engine has metal shavings in it. So I guess we're gonna see. And yeah, and I also put a little bit of mystery oil in my car, because cars feel like, I mean, now that I'm seeing metal shavings, it's starting to make sense. The car seems like it's been losing. It felt pretty slow the last few times I drove it. I drive this car, I don't drive this car forever, you know, but the engine, like I said, it was out of ebony. I had this engine for 10 years. I know exactly what the engine feels like. And this chassis is probably a little bit lighter because it doesn't really have everything in it than my coupe chassis. So I know exactly what the car feels like, and it has felt a little slow. So maybe put a little mystery oil, maybe fix the compression a little bit, and see if I can get some of that horsepower back. I don't know if it works, my first time ever using it, but you know, it was worth a shot. And can't really tell yet. I haven't like floored it, but just on the highway cruising. But I mean, it's been feeling really slow. She's been feeling sad. Look at that idle, bruh. Perfect. Perfect idle. Don't know what's going on. What's up, man? What's up, bruh? Say what's up to YouTube.
What's up? Hey, what's up, YouTube?
How you doing?
High-tech suspension.
Just pulled up to high-tech suspension and gonna get this thing aligned.
If you want to hear something really cool, come here. You don't listen to the inside when it starts.
Was that Japanese? It's Asian as hell. This is not a Japanese car, but all right. Damn. I'm gonna gap this motherfucker one day. Not today. Not today. Big damn threes. Hey, nice. I never seen this before. Oh, it's yours? Oh, that's what's up. I got one too. Yeah. So what's the specs that are good for a drift car?
I mean, realistically, you want a little bit more positive camber, but with you, this will be perfect. Is this your first time drifting, or?
Yes, first time. So
Actually, with a little bit of camber, it's probably gonna help you a little bit. So with camber, it's gonna add cornering grip, so it's gonna be a lot more controllable rather than just kicking out full swing. So if you're going for your first event, this is actually ideal. When we come in next time, we'll go ahead and do the modifications necessary to get you the full positive camber that you want.
Word.
Especially with the look, that comes with the responsibility and experience, of course. Other than that, I mean, you look really good. Toe set correctly for forward bite. So what forward bite is, the toe is increasing the toe in's going to give you a little bit more grip that you need around the turn. So like I said, when you run full positive, you lose that cornering grip, but that forward grip from the toe is what actually pushes you around that turn. That's what you need. You will feel it. You will know exactly what I'm talking about when you're out at the event.
All right.
Everything else looks pretty solid. You got the polyurethane bushings I see and everything. So you're looking on the right track.
Solid engine and trans mounts.
What are your plans for this car? Like, do you care about cutting the fenders up and going with like maybe over fenders?
No, yeah, I'm definitely gonna do that later. Like, I don't care that this car is not super clean. It's not my other E36. So if I gotta cut some shit later, put some bigger tires and do whatever, then wider offsets. But
so that one right there looks like it's full positive, and this one right here looks like this is full positive as well. So actually what I'm gonna do is I'm actually just modify it a little bit. You're gonna want at least engine camber in the rear. So let's go ahead and do that. I'll just add the camber and redo the toe. In the front, you're looking pretty good. That coilover is nice. Let's see what it is. You have subcategories for different type of measurements. Camber, caster, and toe aren't the actual only measurements. More importantly, you want your SAI, which is more your scrub radius, and that's actually the degree of how far in and out your tire will turn on the inside. So if I do this, 17.8 minus 3.4, that means that your included angle should be roughly around like 14.4. So if I go check that, 14.4. Okay, so included angle is basically the angle of the pivot, the knuckle on the inside with camber. It's even, so that's what you want. You want it nice and even, so that way from left and right it's turning exactly the same. So that's what you have, which means you have a really clean shell. Which you're welcome.
Surprisingly.
That's good, because you don't see that often. You know,
No.
I usually have to modify suspension drastically.
Especially this one.
Other than that, yeah, you're looking good. Zero toe's good. I'll probably go a little bit more aggressive, but with... Actually, this is really good. Maybe one a little bit more camber. So the idea with the camber and the caster is that full sweep, your tire will land as flat as possible. And that's what you want.
Okay.
I'm looking at it, most definitely looks like that. She's very on grip alignments, bro. That's all you need.
This Hellcat means business, bro. I know who this is. His bag too. He'll be airing out, flexing at the car shows. Then he go to Mexico, put it on you, boy. This is a single turbo. You should probably drive this one day, right? I should drive this today, right? Maybe not today, but I do want to drive this thing. Same. All right, alignment is done, so I'm just under here just double checking all these bolts, make sure nothing looks out of place. Can't really check too much on camera. I'm just holding the camera in my hand to show you guys what I'm doing, but you know, this bolt's still good. All these everything else is pretty good. So exhaust is hanging on pretty good. I mean, I'll give a more in-depth check. Spilled some oil this morning when I was changing it, so I got a little bit of drip going on, but I don't know. It's probably spilling oil anyway, so probably nothing I did or didn't do. So everything looks good so far. I'm gonna turn the camera off and give it actually like a real good check, because I can't just visually look at it in 5 seconds and tell. But you know, I was trying to show you what I'm doing. Damn. A lot of damn oil. All right, car is aligned. Let's go home. Thank you, Simon. I had a high-tech suspension for setting up the alignment. I got the drift specs and stuff. He emailed them, so I'll post a picture right here. But first, I don't know what shop this is. DBW. They got some crazy stuff going on here. It's like 6 Skylines. There's 2 Supras. They're doing dynos in there. This shop is lit. Jesus. So yes, here's my alignment specs all on the screen. You heard him kind of explain everything. A lot of the stuff kind of went over my head, but I kind of got some of it. But like I said, he is one of the guys to go to for, you know, performance alignments, and he knows a lot of stuff. So Simon, I'll see you again in due time. Gonna take this thing home, and I think it's ready for the drifting event. I think I'm just gonna pull up tomorrow. I'm just gonna pull up, and I know I'm on the wait list and I'm waiting for an email, but I think I'm just gonna pull up and hopefully he just lets me slide in there. Pun intended. All right, guys, I am home now. Car is aligned, has tires, has oil, hasn't overheated, has coolant. So I think this is as ready as this car is gonna be. I'm as ready as I'm gonna be. So I mean, there's no other way to do anything but just go out there and just send it. So like I said, I am on the waiting list, and I'm just gonna show up tomorrow, and hopefully, you know, some people just don't show up and I can just slide in. So we'll see. If I do, then I guess there'll be a video for that. But as far as that, I'm as ready as I'm gonna be. I wish I had more spare parts just in case I break something. I don't really have anything extra right now, because I wish I had like an extra axle or something, because I expect like an axle or something to break. But I don't have one, but luckily it is a welded diff, so if I do break an axle, it is still, you know, I can still drive it. It'd just be like an open diff. So at that point, I'll just go home. Speaking of going home, I don't have a truck and trailer, so I'm gonna have to drive it there. So I really gotta hope this thing comes back. So I'm gonna put some spares in there, put some jacks in there, bring some basic tools in case, you know, something small breaks, and just have to rig it, bring some zip ties, and just hope everything works out. And yeah, that's all I got on that car. So as far as this car, progress is, you know, haven't seen anything for a couple weeks, because I haven't seen anything for a couple weeks. I ordered the MAF. That's the next video I'm going to do on it, the MAF, and I ordered it on April 27th, and it's May 22nd. It's almost been a month, and this is still not here. So I emailed them after like 2 weeks of nothing, and they said it's back ordered. I wish they would have said something at first, or wish I would have at least known that on their website before I ordered it, and I would have probably found a different route. But trying to get an HPX MAF, I'm trying to get everything my tuner told me to get, because, you know, he has like already has a tune for it. So I'm trying to get everything on his checklist. So just waiting, man. Just wait. Whenever it comes in, then we do the MAF, and then he can load the tune on it. I have a battery for it, so we're good on that. And then we got to do cooling, like radiator and fans and all that stuff. And that car should be, I think that's enough to make it drive. And then we can take it for some test drives and stuff. It won't be like perfect. I still have to get window seals and a whole bunch of cosmetic stuff to make it like actually like beautiful. You know, I still got to get tires for my wheels up there, but you know, I still got to get a lot of stuff. But as far as drivable and actually like leave my garage, it's almost done. So just waiting, man, just waiting. So everything's just back ordered right now. So whenever I get it, then, you know, I'll make a video and we continue the progress. I said June. Getting close to June, so I'm still aiming for June. But that's that, and that's that. So I guess I'll see you guys in the next one. Deuces.